Hello and welcome to another episode of Human Influencers. Today we're looking into one of the most iconic and influential naturalists of our time, and a personal hero of mine, Sir David Attenborough. Did you know that David Attenborough's first job was as a clerk at London Zoo? Or do you know how old he was when he made the journey to the North Pole? Comment your answer down below. Stay tuned to find out if you're right. David Attenborough was born on May 8, 1926 in London, England, and raised on the campus of University College, Leicester. His early life was filled with a love for natural history and a desire to share that love with the world. Though he states he is not an animal lover, instead saying that animals give him intellectual pleasure, that animals are rivetingly interesting to him. Attenborough attended Clare College, Cambridge, where he studied geology and zoology, initially planning to become a teacher. Attenborough then served in the Navy for 2 years, stationed in North Wales. He began his career as a broadcaster in the 1950s with the BBC, and quickly made a name for himself with his innovative and engaging documentaries. And in the same year, he married Jane Oriel. So what moment made Sir David into the icon that we know and love today? The turning point in David's career came in the mid-1950s with the creation of the Zoo Quest series, filmed in 1954. Working with reptile curator Jack Lester, traveling to remote locations to film exotic animals in their natural habitats, each year traveling to another part of the world in pursuit of filming animals. This marked a new era in natural history filmmaking, as it allowed audiences to see animals in a way they had never seen before, widening the scope of educational programming. This was only the beginning of the instantly recognizable voice, one described as hushed, a reverential whisper, full of barely contained excitement, that we all know and love, a voice that introduced us to the wonderful natural world that we live in. In 1965, Attenborough became the controller of the channel BBC Two, launching many shows that are widely loved still today. Monty Python's Flying Circus being one of my favorites during this time, leading to the development of some of the UK's most watched and loved comedy shows. Attenborough also approved the televising of snooker, still a widely loved sport and watched event today. In 1969, he was promoted to Director of Programs, where he created a succession of award-winning television programs. He remained as a director of television for a short time, resigning in 1972 to work as a freelance writer and producer, returning to the world of natural exploration and discovery. It seemed that David's curiosity was insatiable. Throughout his career, David has achieved many notable accomplishments. He has presented and written over 50 documentaries, including the popular Life series and Planet Earth and the Blue Planet. His narration became an iconic part of television early on in his career. Life on Earth 1979 was David's landmark series. It was a 13-part documentary that explored the diversity of life on our planet. The series was a huge success and helped cement David's reputation as one of the world's leading naturalists. David later made Planet Earth in 2006. This documentary is widely recognized by people of all ages today as an iconic moment in television. The documentary showcased the beauty and diversity of life on our planet, receiving praise for its stunning visuals and groundbreaking use of high-definition technology, remaining one of the most popular and highly regarded nature documentaries of all time. Did you know he is the only person to have won BAFTA awards for programs in black and white, color, HD, 3D, and 4K? Not to mention the fact that he was knighted in 1985 for his contributions to science and television. David Attenborough remains active on social media, where he has openly shared his thoughts on many subjects with the world, from his opinions on climate change, new discoveries in the natural world, and even thoughts on his wife Jane. The two were married for 47 years, until Jane unfortunately fell into a coma while David was filming in New Zealand. He returned home the next day and waited by his wife's side until she passed the following day in 1997. Later writing, "The focus of my life, the anchor had gone. Now I was lost." David Attenborough has been involved in many events and campaigns that have had a positive impact on the world. He has been a strong voice on issues such as climate change, plastic pollution, and deforestation. He has also been an advocate of creating awareness on the loss of biodiversity and the importance of protecting endangered species. He has, for many, been the leading voice in many movements aiming to save the planet. While David's career has been filled with many successes, as most do, he has faced controversies of his own throughout his extensive career. One such controversy was his stance on zoos and captivity of wild animals in the early days of his career. Hunting. David has faced criticism for his participation in hunting expeditions in his early life, which are seen by some as unethical and incompatible with his advocacy for conservation. Despite his advocacy for conservation and the environment, David has faced criticism for his perceived skepticism about the impact of human activity on climate change. Some have accused him of downplaying the role of human activity in global warming and of failing to address the issue with sufficient urgency. David has also been criticized for his support of captive breeding programs that are used to preserve species that would otherwise go extinct in the wild. Critics argue that such programs are a breeding ground for genetic problems and a loss of natural behavior in animals. Critics also say that such programs divert resources away from wild habitat conservation. However, David has since changed his stance and has been vocal about the importance of animal welfare and conservation, and uses his platform to raise awareness about environmental issues and promote conservation. Did you know that Sir David Attenborough actually helped to solve a murder? The case from the 19th century saw a widow killed by her housekeeper. She was decapitated and her body parts were fed to nearby children. Sir David wanted to excavate the land to expand his property, leading to the discovery of a human skull. The housekeeper was arrested in 2011 and executed for the murders. David Attenborough's legacy is one of educating and inspiring people about the natural world. He has been instrumental in raising awareness about conservation and the importance of protecting our planet. He has also been a role model for many aspiring naturalists and broadcasters. Did you know that David was once bitten by a gorilla while filming in the Congo? He later said it was one of the most exciting moments of his life.
David, what was your recollection of this moment?
That was certainly one of the most unforgettable moments of my career in making Naturalist.
Today, at the age of 96, David continues to be a respected figure in the world of natural history and conservation. He continues to be an active voice in the conversation about the environment and is currently working on a new documentary series about the challenges facing the planet. And one final fun fact, Sir David Attenborough has a species of fossil lemur, Archicebus attenboroughi, named after him, as well as a species of carnivorous pitcher plant, Nepenthes attenboroughi. In fact, David has at least 10 animals and plants named after him. He has also visited every continent on the globe on his mission to document the living world. So, how old was Sir David when he made it to the North Pole? 83. Did you guess right? Do you have a fun fact about David Attenborough that we didn't share in this video? Which of Sir David's documentaries is your favorite? Comment down below and let us know. Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more interesting and inspiring content on our channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell and select all so you never miss a video. And as always, stay curious.